Hey, this is Stuart from Tipster HQ, but today I am here on behalf of SBR. We've had a bit of a technical nightmare, which has kind of made things difficult, but I think we're almost there. How you doing, guys? I am joined by a big man on campus who is standing in tonight. Thank you for joining in on such short notice.
No,
How you doing,
I'm
big
doing
man?
great, Stuart. Glad to be on here, and we got all the technical kinks fixed out. Yeah, let's rock.
All right, and of course, Martin. Martin, you've been, joining in on these videos for quite some time. How are you tonight?
I'm very well, thanks. It's actually 6:30 in the morning for me. I'm in Australia. I'm near Melbourne. Got up specially for this video. Could have stayed in bed for another half hour while the technical glitches were going, but that is just my dedication to the world of sports betting.
Thoroughly dedicated. Thank you very much. Right, gentlemen, let's get going. As pretty much always recently, thank you very much to 888 Sport for sponsoring us here. Big ups to Alex, who's not able to make it tonight, and of course, congratulations to Natalie, who's had a little baby girl. Well done, Natalie.
Well done,
we
Natalie.
are here tonight. Yeah, we are here tonight to talk World Cup qualifiers betting, and specifically the games from Saturday. So I don't know what you guys have got. I've got a few. We're going to go through those now, and we'll find out. The first one, let's have a look at my little list here. Belgium versus Cyprus. Do we have anyone on that at all?
Belgium and Bosnia, you mean?
Oh, which one am I on? I've gone too far down the page, that's why. Here we go. Sweden versus Luxembourg. Anyone?
Yeah, I got nothing on that one. That's a pass for me.
Martin, hard pass?
Yeah, I think Sweden will win it, but there's not really the value to get involved in that one.
No, it's tough to find any value in this one. I thoroughly agree. Bosnia-Herzegovina versus Belgium. I think all of us have got a little bit of something for this. I certainly do. Martin, what you got?
I think I'd like to leave this one alone just because Belgium are the only team to be assured of qualification from their group for any of the teams in Europe. And I just don't think they're going to take this game seriously at all. They don't need to, but they're still very dangerous, and Bosnia are a strong side. So I think this one looks really unpredictable, and I'm staying away from it.
Okay. I'm getting involved in this one because I think Belgium will be taking this seriously. They want to finish the group unbeaten. And, of course, Bosnia are really going to be going for it because they've got Greece snapping at their heels. The odds for this one on 888 Sport, let me just find that for you all. Here we go. Oh, I'll put it in the USA. So plus 170 for the home win, plus 245 for the draw, and plus 148 for the away win. So, big man, what do you think of that?
Yeah, I'm looking at the goals market at 1.8 on the over. I think that's a good play in this game. This Belgium side, 33 goals in qualifying, just amazing form. This team could score so many different ways. And as you said, Bosnia is going to have to go for it here. They still have Žeko. They still have some pretty good players. They're in second place battling with Greece. I think overall they're a slightly better team than Greece. Really need a win here. I think this is a game where we'll see some goals. 1.8 looks really good on an over here. I mean, when you're getting Belgium at 2.5 on an over at 1.8, I mean, I could very well see a 3-1, 2-1 game here. I'll go over 2.5 at 1.8.
Yeah, I'm on a. Oh, let me see. I'm on a straight away win. I'm on Belgium. 2.59 with Pinnacle. The other one I was looking at, I was thinking that Belgian defence very, very strong. You've got two of the players from the best Premier League defence at the moment, Alderweireld and Vertonghen, and they're playing together. And previously they've been playing fullback positions for Belgium, but now it seems to be three at the back and under Martinez. And I think they're pretty strong defensively, really good midfield as well. So I was looking at both teams to score no as another option. I don't know what you guys think of that.
Yeah, I could see a very convincing win here for Belgium. They're just way better than Bosnia. No Marilyn Pjanic as well for the Bosnians. Yeah, I could see that. I mean, I think they'll nick a goal somehow. I mean, I think there was a really poor side that was even able to nick a goal. Belgium doesn't have much interest, I feel like. I guess they do just because they want to win on, like you said, go undefeated or roll in this group. But I could see Bosnia nicking one, but I'll take 3-0. That'll be fine here. I could see it.
Yeah. They've only dropped points in one game in the
Sure.
qualification. So undefeated at the end would be a very nice little fillip for them. Okay, moving on. Bulgaria versus France. Big man, have you got anything in this one?
Yeah, Bulgaria's been an odd side in these qualifying. I mean, they've won all their 4 home games and lost all 4 road matches. To say they can win here is a little bit of a stretch. France still needs to do some work to get into this qualification after that tough game against Sweden, but you're still poised to make a run and to get into the World Cup. You know, you look at Bulgaria's games, they're averaging 3.75 goals a game. France has many attacking players, as we know. Bulgaria is not a great defensive side. I could actually get France in the over 2.5 at 1.7 at Betway. Pretty low, but I see no reason this game doesn't go over and France doesn't win. I'll go France over 2.5, 1.7 at Betway.
Well, I'm staying out of this one, and I'll tell you why. Dembele out, Pogba out. 2 very, very big players for France. And there's a lot of discussion over here about who's going to step in and take their places. Moussa Sissoko, you know, good player that he is not a Paul Pogba replacement in any way, shape or form. So for that reason, I'm staying out of it. I'm going to be interested in this one. I think Antoine Griezmann has a chance of stepping up and showing that he can lead a side. But I don't know. Martin, you're pulling a face. What's up?
I just don't understand why France aren't doing better in this group. I know it's a shame that they're missing those 2 stars, Dembele and Pogba, obviously, but they've got so much strength in depth. They've got so many players to come in. I really can't understand why they haven't wrapped up qualification in this group yet. They're a really unpredictable side. Sometimes you think they just come into a game and just blow a team away, like the way they destroyed Netherlands recently. But then they let you down with a really, really shock result, like that 0-0 against Luxembourg, was it? It's just, it makes me a bit nervous. It does make me a bit nervous about backing France. But yeah, I quite like big man's bet. I think maybe a small stake on that. You can also get 1.7 on France minus 1.5 Asian handicap. I'm just waiting for this France team to explode into life. I think they should be one of the main contenders for the next World Cup. It just hasn't quite clicked for them yet. But you get someone like Kylian Mbappe on the ball, he could destroy this Bulgaria team single-handedly. So, yeah, I think they're one to watch, but maybe tread with a bit of caution for now.
Yeah, I think the answer to your question why France isn't doing better is Didier Deschamps. Okay. Belarus against Netherlands. I think we've all got something on this one. I certainly do. I am going for something a little bit different from me. I'm going for anytime goal scorer. My selection is Victor Janssen. He's doing really well since he joined Fenerbahce. His career seems to be back on track, and he's always been a consistent goal scorer for the Netherlands. Against Belarus, there's going to be chances. I reckon there'll be some goals scored. And at evens with Bet365, I think that's pretty good odds. Martin, what you got?
Yeah, I think Netherlands are in danger of turning into a fading force in European football, the way they've been playing. It looks like they're going to scrap it out with Sweden for runner-up place in this group. If they can win this match, then they've got a home game against Sweden, and then it's all to play for, and they could actually sneak into the playoffs. So there's a huge amount at stake for them here. They're playing Belarus, who are bottom of the group, don't really have anything left to play for except for pride. And again, Netherlands should have too much quality for them, I think. So I'm looking at minus 1.5 Asian handicap at odds of 1.8. Yeah.
Nice one. Big man.
Yeah, I agree wholeheartedly. I'm actually surprised that, again, I know this is a team kind of fading in Europe, but still so many good players. I mean, you still have Arjen Robben and Wijnaldum and Schneider. There's so many good players here. It's amazing that they're not better. And, I think that some of their, they went on the road last year and lost to Bulgaria. That's never going to help. But it's unlikely they move on, but there's still a chance. They have plenty to play for. Belarus lost to Luxembourg, for God's sakes, in the last qualification matches. Nothing to play for. There's no established players really on this Belarusian side. I agree totally with Martin Green here.
Okay, right. Moving on, Cyprus versus Greece. I've got a little bit of something in this one. I think that Greece -1 is actually a pretty good bet. Cyprus, a few years ago, they were a side to watch out for. They were always a banana skin that, you go there and it was a tough game. You never knew what you were going to expect, and they managed to pick up a few unexpected wins. Nowadays, though, they're pretty much a bit of a pushover, and Greece, they know that they've got to keep the pressure on Bosnia for that second place. They've got to win this. They absolutely have to win this, and I can see them scoring a few. So Greece -1 at 2.02 with Bet365 is for me. Let's see what else is on this. Martin.
Yeah, I agree. I think Cyprus are out of contention, but Greece have a very slender chance of still making the playoffs if Bosnia lose to Belgium. So I think they'll really go for this game. And I mean, there's a lot of pride at stake here. The history between Greece and Cyprus. So yeah, I think they'll really go for this one. They are the superior side, and I think they'll win it. And I think they'll win it based on strong defensive foundations. They haven't been scoring too many goals during qualifying, but they've kept it tight at the back, as Greece always do. So Greece in the under 3.5 goals looks good to me at 1.91. If you want a little bit more value, you could go Greece win to nil at 2.1.
I got to ask a question here, Stuart. I find it interesting. I mean, why is Greece win to nil at 2? I mean, I'm kind of surprised by that. I'm amazed that, Greece really doesn't give up many. Yeah, they don't give up many goals. I'm actually really tempted to take a punt here on correct score 2-0 at 5.5. I could very well see them getting an early goal here, playing good, maybe catch a one on the counter on a 2-0 victory here. Cover your -1. It'll hit the under. I just can't foresee a situation. This could be a really good one where you could hit Greece side, Greece win the nil, and the correct score. I might take a shot at the 2-0 correct score at 5.5, but Greece win the nil looks good as I really look into this one.
I think the reason the win to nil is so high is that we're looking at a match between two teams that historically do not particularly like each other very much, between two countries that historically do not particularly like each other very much. So with that in mind, I think there's a bit of needle there. And as we've seen in local derbies, in leagues around the world, those games can become a little bit unpredictable.
Maybe the corners market or the red card. Will there be? That could be interesting. I don't know, something like that.
Yeah, Greece have a couple of fiery players in their side. Red card is a possibility.
Sure.
All right, last one of the evening, unless anybody has anything special to bring up at the end. I think Martin might have something. Andorra against Portugal. Big man, what have you got for us?
Yeah, I mean, this is one of those minnow against, really amazing, Euro World Cup sides in Portugal. I mean, I just don't really see any feasible way. This isn't a complete blowout, as you would say. This is like a 116 in college basketball. There's just no chance. As Martin would say, they're a tiny nation, with firemen and policemen as their players. I don't know. I mean, laying 4 goals looks pretty good here. I could see a 5-0, 6-0 game. You know what I might do, Stuart, in this one? I just kind of wanted to bring it up. This is another where I might have some fun with the score markets, a 5-0 victory at 6.5, maybe do the 4-0 as well at 6. That's something I might look to do here. Portugal should pound them. I think they beat them 6-0 in the previous match. Again, there's not a lot to really analyze here or give analysis for here. 4-0, 5-0. That's what I'll look for here.
I think the odds on this kind of say it all. 888 Sport. Andorra, 46. Draw, 23. And they're not even bothering to offer anything on Portugal because they don't want to pay out at 1.01 even. So, yeah. Portugal, fairly strong winners in this one, I think.
Andorra 67 at Bet365. 67.
Oh, it's huge. I mean, you can see 100. I'm just looking at here. 111 with Bet Victor, 151 with Ladbrokes. I'm known for my crazy bets and the high ones, but yeah, not touching that. I'll say it. My odds pretty high actually. I'm going for Portugal -4.5, 2.35.
Yeah.
Now, my concern here is Cristiano Ronaldo. When he plays well, Portugal play well, and he ain't playing well right now. I mean, he's laid on a few goals, but he's not scoring.
Andorra will make anyone look good.
Right, true. Very true. All right, any special bets for us? Anything? We got any doubles? We got any trebles? Accumulators? Any goal scorers bets that we've missed out? Hands up. Let me know what you got.
I'll go for a treble. I think 3 teams that all need a win. Switzerland, Netherlands, and France. They're all favourites. I mean, there's nothing too outrageous about going for them, but I think they all are going to win, and you can get 1.7 on a treble. That looks good enough for me.
All right. Big man, you got anything in the exotics market for us?
Yeah, as far as exotics, I'm actually fancying a bit of a crazy bet, Stuart, as you like to say. I'm going to take a small shot with a straight Gibraltar win here at 21. I'm going to take a very small shot. They're at home here. I can't think that they've ever won a match at this level.
Yeah, I don't think Gibraltar have ever won a match. I'm not even sure they've got a point. I know they've scored.
They've scored 3 times in qualifying. And Estonia scored 6 times. The goal here will be to Estonia is not much better than Gibraltar. Let's be real here. And at 21 at home, could I see them, nicking a goal? I might even actually really go with Gibraltar draw double chance at 5.5. That looks a little better here. I could very well see a 0-0 game here. I mean, Estonia is not great, and on the road, who the hell knows what will happen? I mean, no one thought Andorra would win, and they did last year. At 21, I'll even look around because I'm sure I can get a better price. Maybe they'll shock the world tomorrow. Who knows?
Well, Gibraltar did score against them in 2014. Maybe we'll see something similar again.
Never know.
A win, no, that's a lot to ask.
No one thought Donald Trump would win the presidency, and look who the president is. You never know.
Well, yeah, let's not get into that.
I'm just saying it's the year of the upset, supposedly.
Yeah, yes. Last year, 2016, Brexit, Trump, all of that. Okay, so gentlemen, thank you very much for joining us on this 888 sponsored video on World Cup qualifications from SBR Sportsbook Review. Head on over to the site, everybody. Take a look, and if you've enjoyed this, please give us a thumbs up. Let us know what your bets are in the comment section below, and I'm sure we will get back to you. Thank you very much, everyone, and good night.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.